Today we're going to be checking out the TONOR TC310 USB condenser microphone. We're going to go over all the ins and outs of it, let you hear what it sounds like, do some sound tests. But anyway, let's jump in this video and let's learn what we can about this microphone from TONOR. So once we open the box, we are greeted with the microphone itself, a simple set of instructions, a USB cable, and a simple tripod that comes pre-installed on the microphone itself. You can remove the tripod and attach it to a boom arm, which is what I would recommend. I'll leave a link down below for the TONOR boom arm that I did a video on, and I'll leave a card above as well if you want to check that video out also. But anyway, this is what this microphone sounds like when you get it out of the box, get it plugged up. It is a USB condenser microphone, so it's not going to be super isolating. You're going to speak directly into the capsule right here. It comes with a really nice set of features, RGB lighting on it as well. The RGB lighting can be adjusted very easily with a dial that is located on the bottom of the microphone. You can change the colors as well by simply touching the front of the microphone on the little light. It changes and goes through different various RGB settings for the microphone. So by simply touching the front of the microphone located right here, you can change to the various colors of the microphone. There are various RGB patterns, and you also have some simple standard solid colors as well. So just by simply touching it right here, goes through the different variations and different coloring of the microphone. If you press and hold the button on the front of the microphone, it will turn the lighting off completely. So that right there is no lighting whatsoever on the microphone. As you can see, if you want to long press that simple button on the front again, it turns the microphone RGB back on. Across the top, we have our gain knob that will allow you to control the gain of the microphone by simply turning the gain. Right now, it's about halfway through. So in the position when it first starts, it's right here. You can turn it all the way down. So no gain at all. So basically, essentially muting it. There is a simple mute option on the top of the microphone. So simply touching it, it will allow you to mute the microphone. So here's what it looks like. By simply touching that button, it will allow you to mute the microphone. So let's go ahead and touch it real quick. So as you can see, whenever I touched the top of the microphone, it indicated that the microphone was muted with a bright red color. So that is how you know that the microphone is completely muted. By simply touching the top of it once again, it will unmute the microphone. Again, very simple features on this microphone. Plug and play installation. Straightforward USB. As I said, this is a condenser microphone, so you're going to be speaking directly into the capsule in the front of the microphone. So it's not a dynamic microphone, so do not speak into the top of it. Lighting adjustment on the bottom is very easy as well. So just by simply rotating the knob, you can turn down the brightness as far as you want. If you turn it down all the way, it would actually turn it off. But if you don't like the extreme brightness of it, you can turn it down just to a very subtle brightness. And then if you really like the brightness, you can turn it all the way back up, which is what I'm doing right now. Just a second. There we go. And again, we're back to the original brightness where I had it at. Again, color change on the front of it. Tapping the top will mute the microphone. Volume control, or basically gain control, is located as well. Just a simple dial that allows you to raise it, lower it. Be careful because this microphone will clip. If you raise the volume too much for this microphone, currently my Windows volume is set at around 80, and I have it about halfway on the microphone itself as far as the volume coming from the microphone. As I also stated, it does come with a built-in tripod. However, the tripod is removable, so you can place it upon a boom arm, which is what I would really suggest. But we're going to do some sound tests in just a moment, just to see what it sounds like. I got it sitting right now on a box to raise it up closer to my face, but I'm going to sit it directly on the desk, speak into it, and then we're going to do typing on the keyboard, tapping on the desk, just see what it sounds like while we're doing these things in our day-to-day activities. As I said, ideally you want the microphone as close to your mouth as possible, no more than about 6 inches away. But right now it's currently sitting on my desktop, and this is what the sound quality sounds like. As I said, this is a condenser microphone, and it will not isolate noise nearly as well as a dynamic microphone will. However, keep in mind that a microphone is designed to pick up sound, so while you're typing, while you're tapping on your desk, or while you're bumping, which I have a bad habit of doing, bumping my desk, keep that in mind while you're using this microphone. Alright, so this is what it sounds like straight out of the gate. No noise gate, no EQ, and this is what we get whenever we plug the microphone directly into our computer. So let's do these sound tests and give you an idea. I'll be silent for a few moments and just type on the keyboard and tap on my desk as well. So there we go. That is what you get whenever you are just typing on your keyboard, clicking a mouse, or tapping on your desk. I will say it does have a built-in shock mount. Shock mount is not really nice. It gives a lot of flexibility to the microphone itself. So there's not going to be a lot of resonant sounds whenever you tap on your desk. Primarily, what you're going to be picking up is just simply the noise of actually tapping on your desk or tapping on your keyboard. Okay, so now we'll do the same test with a noise gate enabled. Just give you an idea of what it sounds like whenever you enable a noise gate. Okay, so our noise gate is now enabled. We'll do the same test once again. And there we go. That is what it sounds like with the noise gate enabled. I would recommend a noise gate added to the microphone at the very least. However, do not make it too aggressive. That way it doesn't cut off your voice while you're speaking. For actual sound quality right out of the box, this microphone does a good job for the price point that it is intended for. On Amazon currently, it's around $30, I think $29.99. If you want to grab the boom arm as well to pick up to use with it, it's another $19. So for around 50 bucks, you'll have a pretty good streaming setup with a nice looking microphone, a really nice boom arm as well that will get the job done. So for what it's intended for, you can't go wrong with it. If you're looking to record high-end audio with it, this is not the microphone that you're going to want to be using. Again, this is a USB condenser microphone, and you would need something much more high-end for those types of audio recordings. But overall, a decent microphone for the price. It's easy to set up, plug and play. Comes with its own built-in stand. Comes with a nice USB cable as well. Comes with a 2-year warranty also. Lighting on it is done really well. Built-in mute options, built-in lighting control as well. No software needed. So that's a really good selling point if you want to pick this microphone up for yourself. One other thing as well is that it does work with console, PlayStation specifically. It does not work with Xbox, so keep that in mind if you are looking for a microphone for your Xbox console. So, my final thoughts on the Tonor TC310 USB condenser microphone are this. Whenever I first got into streaming and even content creation, I paid 50 bucks for a setup and it did not sound nearly as good as this microphone does straight out of the box. Again, grabbing a boom arm will increase that price tag to that $50 mark, but it will give you a solid setup to get started streaming or producing, content on YouTube, Kick, wherever you plan to use it at. But again, overall, a decent sounding, uh, quality microphone for the price point. It can't be beat. It looks a lot better than the microphone I originally had, and it sounds a lot better as well. Anyway, these are my thoughts on this microphone. If you want to grab it, I'll leave links down below. They are affiliate links, so if you want to pick it up for yourself, keep that in mind. Anyway, until next time, much love, peace out, and we'll see you soon.